What's up, party people, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're playing with the ColourPop Grandeur palette. Grandeur. I don't know. I just looked up how to pronounce this, and it says Grandeur. Luckily, I did look that up because I was about to pronounce it as Grandeur. So there you go. Yeah, this is $14 on the ColourPop and Ulta website. So yeah, it's available in both places, but you get 9 shades. And it's basically just a neutral palette, but it's like a neutral palette on steroids. Like, it's kind of amped up. So I can see it's being really pretty for special occasions, for the holidays coming up, or just on a daily basis if you're someone like me and you like to get glammed up just to go to Lowe's. I ain't judging. Here's an up close look at it, and you have a really pretty variety of mattes in here. Like, they're very universal. You have a couple of shimmers, you have some sequins, and you also have this really pretty bronze glitter. Like, I just feel like there's a lot you could do with this. So let's go ahead and swatch it just row by row. Well, here's what the top row looks like. So very, very buttery and pigmented. Now, I will say I haven't been into ColourPop palettes lately just because I feel like the formulas in the palettes just aren't the same as the ones in the singles. If you haven't tried the single eyeshadows, then you don't know what you're missing out on because they're not the same formula as the ones in the palettes. I feel like this is a single eyeshadow formula, but there's a top row. Now let's do the middle row, the one with that glitter. This is a very different pressed glitter formula. Like, I feel like it's very, very top notch as far as how it feels. We'll see how it performs today. But it doesn't really feel like a pressed glitter. Like, it feels like a normal shadow because it's so pigmented. Look how shiny that is too. And it doesn't feel super waxy or like petroleum-ish. Very, very pretty assortment just in those top 2 rows. And then this last row right here has 2 sequins, which are very, very pretty and really unique. I'm excited to see how those swatch. But this shade right here called Need looks like a duochrome shifty kind of shade, so I'm excited to see what that looks like. Ooh, yeah, so it's kind of like your Makeup Geek Insomnia MAC blue brown kind of pigment. Like, it's like a brown base with a teal shift. Oh my God, those sequins are beautiful. So this shade right here at the end, which looks like a black, has kind of like a greenish tint to it. Like, it's kind of like a greenish black with like green, gold, glitter. Like, that is one of the most unique shades I've seen. So yeah, very, very pretty shades. So, I mean, the possibilities are endless. Now, I will say I had a fiasco earlier where I dropped the palette and they all came out, and I fully expected them to be broken. Where'd the other one go? I lost the shadow, and I can't find it. Help me. For real. But these aren't glued in here. These are just magnetized in here. So I'm pretty sure you could just kind of like pop it out from the inside, or maybe take something like some scissors, like some eyebrow scissors or something, and just kind of zhuzh it in there. I want to put them all in my eyes, but how do I do that? So I'll first go into this matte light tan right here for my crease. So it starts off lighter, but you can definitely build it up and make it darker. So I think it's a good thing, especially if you're like a deeper skin tone trying to use this, because whether you're a lighter skin tone or a deeper skin tone, just the amount of product that you apply kind of depends on how deep it is. So that's nice that you can customize it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use my little AOA Studio Shadow Armor Shields because I'm gonna try to make this super cute. Bada boom, bada bing. I'm gonna go into this slightly darker matte warmish brown, put that in my crease as well. That's nice. That's real nice. Why does this side always look better? The smoothness, the butteriness, I didn't expect this. Okay, what do I want to do? There's so much I want to do. I don't know what to do.
Why are you the way that you are?
Let's go into this little shimmer right here that's like a duochrome shifty shade. Let's put that on my eyelid. Okay, yeah, whenever it's dry, you really can't see that duochrome-esque-ness about it. So let's go ahead and wet it. So now let's see. Ooh. Yeah, it's still not super intense, but you can definitely see more about it whenever it's wet, so I definitely recommend doing that. It's actually pretty toned down, so you can wear this on a daily basis without it looking like, it's not gonna look too dramatic and too smoky, but it's also gonna be, you know, just a different take on like an everyday kind of look. Like, it's not gonna be too much. I'm kind of seeing how the greenish black would look really pretty with this kind of undertone shade, so I'm gonna take just a little bit of it and put it in my outer V. I'm gonna be very conservative. Let's just stamp it right on the edge there, and it may show up more as just like a black, but I don't know, we'll see. Ooh, that is magical. You can actually see the sequence aspect of this. Like, it doesn't look just like a flat matte shade, which is basically what most sequence shadows are. Like, they're just a matte base with a little bit of glitter throughout it, but most of the time you can't even see it on the eyes. But I can actually see a little bit of like a little bit of light catching the glitter. So on one hand, I kind of want to stick to this like subtle greenish smoky eye, but at the same time I do want to try that glitter. So I'm going to go into this really pretty bronzy glitter. I'm just going to tap my finger into it just to get a little bit on there. I don't want it to be too opaque. Actually, let's tap off a little bit on my finger. This is my finger, this is my hand. And let's just tap right over that. That looks like an ornament on my eyeballs. Let me know in the comments below, what has been your favorite ColourPop palette? I'd like to know what your all's best picks are. I haven't really, Pixar, get it, like Disney, Pixar, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera and try to clean up this glitter. Hopefully I don't have a hard time doing that because usually with pressed glitters, I have a pretty hard time getting off my skin. But I'll do my face makeup, my mascara, my eyeliner, and I'll come back and we'll do the lower lash line together. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back with the rest of my face done. So everything I'm wearing will be linked below in the description box. So check down there to see what's going on up in here. So now let's go ahead and do the lower lash line. So I'm gonna go into this mid-tone tan shade that we used in our outer V and crease. Let's start that off on the base. Then on a fluffier brush, I'm gonna take that lighter tan shade and just blend that out a little bit with that. Now let's take this darker sequence brown down here, which we didn't use on top, and let's just deepen up that outer lash line a little bit. So I kind of don't want to make the lower lash line too dark, but just to kind of tie it into the top, let's go into that sequence greenish black there with just a little tiny brush, just a little bit right there at the outer edge, just to kind of like combine it up with the top to make it look more unified. And then last but not least, let's go into the inner corner. So I'm gonna go into that really, really pretty shimmery champagne right there, which is just the perfect champagne color. And I'm just gonna put that right there and kind of sway it up into the glitter so it all, once again, just halos around. Ooh, that would be really pretty on the face. Hot damn. I'm also gonna kind of swing this into the inner corner of the lower lash line too, just to keep the inner corner of the eye pretty bright. And then let's finish off with some mascara and we are done. Okay, that is super, super pretty. So they did a bang up job with this one. I highly recommend this palette. Like I said, I haven't really been into ColourPop palettes lately, but this one, they did it with this one. They definitely did something different with this one because it is not like the other palettes I've tried from them. I really, really hope it's not limited edition because that would make me real sad. And who wants to be sad around the holidays? As far as the glitter goes, when it comes to removing it from my skin, like I said, I usually have a hard time and usually ends up still showing through when I have my face makeup on and stuff. And I just went in with a makeup wipe just to try to remove it, just because I feel like most people aren't gonna wanna do more than that. I can kind of see a couple little glitter spots here and there, but it's definitely not like Tati Beauty texture neutrals palette kind of glitter. Like, it's not that extreme. So yeah, I'm gonna put a couple of things for you to check out over here next, so you can venture around the channel, make yourself at home. I'd love to have you stick around. But this top video is how I curl my hair. So if you want to see how to get what I got going on today, then check that out. I share tons of tips and tricks. And then here's a playlist so you can just keep me on repeat. So give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, if you want to see more like it, where I just test out one palette at a time instead of doing like a full face of stuff and testing out a palette. Then let me know if you like this kind of version. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and turn that notification bell on to always see my stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah.